Hello. It's not here. Okay. Here we are. Hi everybody. Hi Basil. Hi Kaji Sensei. There is a first redeem. This little thing you see in the bottom right hand corner is for our new song request command. Well, relatively new. It's !SR. This one was covered. This is a cover by, I think it's a VTuber. Alright, so wait, I messed up the dimensions of this. It goes like this. Okay. Is that visible? How are you guys doing? More like this. I just minimized the window a bit. Okay. AITI for giving a mother with a crying baby a seat near my wife to teach her a lesson. Am I the butt for swearing at a coworker for contacting me while on Do Not Disturb? Doesn't look interesting enough for my taste. Am I the butt? Okay, this one looks interesting. So let's go for that one. Oh dang, the dimensions still aren't correct. Okay, this is good. Alright, perfect. Peep, hello, thank you for the hydration. Thank you. Okay, here goes. We have water and sugar-free strawberry lemonade liquids today. Of course, I'm going to drink my strawberry liquids because it tastes sugary. And girls need their beverages to function, as we all know. Alright. Okay. Thank you again. Welcome to the stream for tonight. I hope you're doing well. Am I the butt or am wife the butt? What is this W for? For telling our nephew why my wife isn't that close to him, knowing very well it would make him hate his mother, which did happen. Dang. So I guess nephew isn't that young then. Children don't really easily hate their mothers when they're that young. Name change for privacy. When my wife, 40, was 17, she and her dad got in a traumatic car accident which ended up fatally injuring her father and severely injuring her. Oh, that sucks. I can't share everything, but it ended up causing her to go into a coma for a few years. She was completely, as far as she can tell, according to the doctor I guess, healed from the physical injuries, but we are still working on the mental aspect, and it is very bad. Because it is very bad. Oh, are we the... Oh, W is plural. Are we the butts? Plural. I see. So the wife was in a car accident that ended up fatally injuring her father, and she herself was injured and in a comatose state for a very long while, it looks like. And so she healed physically, but mentally she's still not completely all there yet. Why is this song on repeat? Oh, there's something else on the queue. Okay, it's just gonna have to be and repeat then. My wife has a sister, Regina, aged 45, and a brother, Calvin, aged 47. Regina had a son 2 years after my wife woke up from a coma and decided to name him James, the name of my late father-in-law. All of us, me, mother-in-law, her in-laws, Calvin, and her husband Will, tried to make her change the name because we all knew it wouldn't end well. She didn't listen to us and decided to go ahead with the name. The end result was not pretty. We now have 6 other nieces and nephews, and while my wife is very close with all of them, she isn't that close with James. He's 18 now. He has noticed this a lot and finally asked me and Will the real reason why my wife isn't as close with him. We gave him a watered down version. We told him the reason why, and he was horrified. It ended up having a full blow up at their house, and now James is staying with my mother-in-law. Okay, let me sort out this family tree in my mind then, because I'm getting confused. Will is the wife's husband, and wait, no. Wait. Will is, if it's a nephew, then his mother's the aunt, so Will is the aunt's husband. His wife is the one who had an accident, and the aunt herself is Regina. Okay. So the wife is close with all of them. She isn't close with James. James asks what's up, and the people he asked were the men, the fathers, the wife's husband and the aunt's husband. He asked both of the men together. Okay. It's making sense. So they told him the reason why, and he was horrified. It ended up having a full blow up at their house, and now James is staying with my mother-in-law. James is with the grandma then. Okay. Regina is upset. I painted her as the villain. Quote, quote. And after discussing what happened with my friends, a lot of them think that I shouldn't have told them the truth. So I want to know, am I the butt? In edit, I suppose it says, forgot to add, father-in-law had a very unique and unusual name by the standards of my country. I have yet to meet another person other than James with the same name as him. My wife didn't treat him as a pariah, just a bit more closed off to him than others. Example, she didn't babysit him as often. She didn't take him on fun stuff alone as often. Example, he would get 1 or 2 months alone while my other nephew got 2-3 times. No, 1 or 2 a month alone. Okay. Other than that, they have a good relationship. She might not talk to him on bad days, but she does that to Calvin too because he looks so much like the father-in-law. God's people, I'm asking if I shouldn't have told my nephew the truth. I know where my wife stands in part of the conflict, so I don't need any judgments on her. The reason my nephew was given by Regina is that my wife isn't as close to him because he was born so soon after the accident and that they didn't bond. Okay, I'm understanding this now. Whew, sorry, I'm tired a little bit from sheep work, so it took a little bit, but I think I got it. So, is the husband the butt for telling? So why would he ask, are we the butts? Knowing well that his wife is just suffering from trauma, because that's clearly what this is, right? She's suffering from trauma right now. So then, I feel like he shouldn't. Am I the bad apple? Right, Lucy. Right now, what we just went over was basically what happened is a woman. Oh wait, was there something else in the queue? I guess there was. Okay. So, did I add that or did someone else add that? This is confusing. I don't remember that being in the queue. Oh, this she doesn't treat her nephew as well as she treats all her other nephews and nieces, because that nephew is named after her own father, who passed away in an accident 2 years, in a very traumatic accident that still affects her very much mentally. But the nephew's mother, the wife's sister, despite knowing that, still named that kid with the exact same name as the deceased father, even though everyone told her not to name him that. So now the kid has grown up to be 18, and he's wondering, why does my auntie not treat me as well as she treats everybody else? Like, why? And so the people he asked were the wife's husband, his own uncle that is, and his own father. Right, he asked his father and his uncle, and they told him the truth, and now he's horrified, and he's very angry, I guess, and he went to live with his grandma instead of staying with his mom and dad. And so the uncle who told him is wondering if he's the bad apple for admitting why the lady does not like him all that much. And you know, I feel like calling him the bad apple is kind of extreme, but what he did was, like, you didn't have to tell him that. That's not cool. It was to no benefit. Well, let's see. Did he give him details? Okay, it says, we told him the reason why. It doesn't say if they gave him details or anything, but just saying sometimes the truth makes people uncomfortable. Yeah, it's like that. But the wife, she was in the car with the father when he passed away. In the accident, they were together in the car, and it traumatized the wife, the man's wife, which is the father's daughter. It traumatized her, so naturally she wouldn't take well to that. And I understand that she would not feel as comfortable calling her nephew by his name and all that, because it would obviously remind her of her dad. But at the same time, the auntie, I feel like she has a right to want to name her son after her father. I feel like that's not necessarily wrong of her. So I feel like they didn't have to tell the nephew why his aunt is a bit more standoffish. The reason that his mother gave him, like, oh, you were just born too soon after the accident. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, it's basically that. You're born 2 years after the accident, you're named after your father, after her father. Like, yeah, it is too close. It's not that bad of a reason. There was no reason to tell him that. In my humble onion. Or I felt like possibly it would be the aunt, his aunt, which is the wife. It would be onto her to explain himself if she feels like saying that. I feel like it would be her place to say it to him then, possibly. Well, Will is his dad, so I guess Will also have the right to tell him, like, yeah, your dad has the right to tell you, you know, whatever he wants to tell you. Especially if it's making you unhappy. Okay, he ought to know. There's more clarity in that than just wondering why his aunt is so reserved to it. Nobody's fault, everybody grieves differently. They all try to do the right thing for themselves, but the uncle waited 18 years to tell him the truth. That is true. 18 it's a long time for it to just finally hit you. Oh crap, are my frames dropping? I just noticed. Okay, let's see what the community's verdict on the situation is. So it's your sister-in-law's fault for naming her son after her late father, an incredibly common thing no matter how tragic the death, that your wife chose not to get close to her nephew. For 18 years, he had to watch his aunt choose his other cousins over him, and when he finally had the courage to ask why, his reaction to the answer was to abandon his mother. That doesn't track. I feel like OP is going to bust out some completely relevant piece of information about their deceased father-in-law once all the YTAs pour in and just make this entire post messy. None of this makes sense to me either. You know, Echo Flower Trance is not wrong, I think. Maybe I'm kind of easily influenceable, but would you abandon your mother for that? Abandon your mother for naming you after her own father. It hurts your aunt, but that's your mom. I guess I don't know their family relationship. I guess there might be some missing detail after all. Okay. What do the others say? Well, the nephew approached him about it was the thing. True, if the nephew had never told them, then they just would never have told him. But I guess it's a random thing to want to tell someone. Like, would you expect him to... Well, actually, wouldn't it be a thing of pride, actually? If you love your father to that extent, which they clearly do, you might want to tell your son, you were named after my father, who I loved very much, right? So maybe it's possible that he just didn't know the way that the father passed away and the effect it had on his aunt. He maybe didn't know how correlated it all was, but the fact that after 18 years he wouldn't know who he was named after at all, it does feel a bit weird to me. Well, he feels the weight of the name now that he knows. It's gotta give a lot of anxiety. True. This kid is going through a lot. Oh wow, YTA. You're the apple, the bad apple. The real reason? What does that even mean? His grandfather passed away in a tragic accident that also hurt your wife. So his mother decided to honor her father and name James after him. None of that is scarring and only paints your wife in a bad light. Your sister-in-law is no villain for naming her son after her father, like what the flock. Right? That's her dad as well. I feel like she had the right to name him that. Is there like an abbreviation for nobody is wrong here? Or is that just NTA? I think it might be. Ah, Kotori! Hi! Welcome to the stream. Hi, thank you for the raid. Thank you, Tori. Wait, let me give you a shout out. Oh my gosh, I have no mods. I have, wait, isn't it SO? Hakotori. I have, wait, it's not working. I think it worked. It worked! Beautiful. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi. My name is Sion Orellana, that's Shining Sion, and I'm a sun sheep, which is a sheep from the sun. I came here from my planet, my star, and I decided to spread a message of love and hope. Right now, Ghost, welcome, we are reading Am I the Apple? The Bad Apple? Yeah, what you just mentioned. We're reading that Reddit and like offering our unsolicited opinions because I love giving advice when no one asked. Yeah! If you want, you guys can make a song request through the !SR, and I also have a Discord server just in case you guys wanna you know. Yeah. Hi Deacon Moon. Welcome to the stream. Nice emotes. I like the dragon ones. Or is that a squid? Is that squid? Okay. So we got the verdict on this one, I think, fellas. Nobody here sucks. On to the next. Am I the bad apple for ignoring and not including my female coworker? Let's see. Ooh, JC party! Welcome, welcome for the first time. Crazy seeing you on these parts. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow, Deacon. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, cause I feel if it looks like Deacon, but I feel like saying like Dakin for some reason. I don't know. JC is here to defile everything good. There will be no defiling here on my PG-15 stream, please. Okay, ignoring and not including my female coworker. Maybe it's for like business opportunities then, cause I don't know what you can possibly include coworkers in unless you're like at a management level. Either is fine. Nice, welcome in, Deacon. This is not an issue I'm having with the company. This is just something with me and her. It's probably happening with other male coworkers, but I can't speak on their behalf. I work in an office and have a normal, friendly relationship with my coworkers. We joke at times. After that, we received a message from HR. They said that we were gonna have some employee conduct and harassment meeting. Okay, they brought in a speaker and we watched some videos and did an online test like at a job orientation. Basically, we learned to keep conversations work focused. Avoid or limit conversations after hours or not at the job. Obvious things like never make comments on physical appearance or do anything inappropriate. They even gave acted out examples. There was a video of someone bumping into a coworker at the park and they showed the right and wrong examples. The right was just basic formalities and keeping it moving. The wrong was extending the conversation and asking about their day. They said you can't be friends with your coworkers, dang. I didn't think anything of it because we have HR meetings like this from time to time. Never this extensive though. The new employee pretty much said that she asked for this meeting to happen. She said that she agreed with everything we learned and that it was good to know. Now, I'm not here to judge her or say she did the wrong thing. I know what she experienced in the short time she's worked here. Wait, I don't know what she experienced in the short time she's worked here or at a previous job. I know the kind of life she's lived or what she's gone through. I really don't want this to become people saying, don't trust women. Women. I was at a coffee shop after work and she came in shortly after me and tried to strike up a conversation. I kept it friendly and short and then resumed what I was doing. She seemed put off by that. Then literally the similar situation to the video that I mentioned happened. I was at the grocery store, we bumped into each other. I said short small talk things and wished her a nice day. With my other coworkers, including women, I am more buddy-buddy and we have inside jokes. My coworkers buy me birthday presents, and we have a good time. Me and new coworker work in the same small department, so she interacts with me a lot. She approached me and said that I'm ignoring and isolating her. I told her I just don't want anything to be misconstrued. I kept it professional. If I'm ordering coffee/food for the group, I ask what she wants and order what she wants, I guess. I just want to make sure not to bring up personal life stuff with her. Am I the apple that is like rotten and bad? Am I the bud? I mean, considering that she's the one who asked for the meeting, I don't feel like she can complain about it if this person is just following the guidelines of the meeting that she asked for, right? The right answer is women. Ew! Ew! Ghost! You're a women hater? What the heck? I feel like... Wait, I assume... I forgot. The OP is a... It doesn't say the OP is a guy. I assume so because he keeps mentioning women, but like... But if it's her who asked for the meeting about keeping it, you know, short and professional outside of work, and they went into such like a in-depth like meeting about it, then if someone follows it, then what is there to complain about? I don't think that they're the butt, and I also don't feel like that's ignoring or not including it, or not including the female coworker, because like even if that whole meeting didn't happen and they weren't literally just following what the videos showed, the examples on the video showed, people still can't really come up to you and just act like they have a right to be your friend. Like, you have to befriend them just because you befriend others, and if you don't befriend them, like, you're leaving them out and whatever. That's so entitled to me. Just because someone's friends with others or close with others, even if they're close with a lot of people, acting like they're wrong for not also wanting to become like super tight besties with you is a little bit entitled, in my opinion. You don't have to be besties with someone, you know? Does this make sense? I think it makes sense. I think I'm right. What the heck? I would go, hold on, this plan was your idea, and you would be right. But I think that since it's professional, they might want to keep it like, I don't know, no conflict. That I would take those as fighting words. Maybe I just like to argue. I'd be arguing. I don't know. Okay, down to the comments. Let's see what the gang has to say about it all. Not the apple. You're doing exactly what your HR... What does HR stand for? You're doing exactly what your HR mandated training advised. Your coworker... Whisper time. Your coworker has told you that your coworker feels isolated, and ignored. Human resources. What the heck is the resource? Your coworker has told you that your coworker feels isolated and ignored. Mention this to HR or your manager that you are adhering to the training. But your coworker has expressed feeling isolated and ignored. Now you would like official guidance dealing with this situation. Get this documented. I feel that advice. I would snitch. Go ahead and snitch. I think sometimes you have to. Yeah. How long does this thing say I have to whisper for? Is it a minute or 5 minutes? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Okay. Definitely ask for guidance in writing. NTA. Gaji Sensei, do people usually email HR, or do they have to go there directly? People like to mention get it in writing a lot for different scenarios, but I don't see how you could like go to a meeting with someone and then like just organically ask them, can you write this down, by the way? Unless you approach them via email to begin with. Best advice. Sheesh. Get ahead of it. Indicate you'd like to overall stay out of it. She has zero right to demand your time off work. If she's making things uncomfortable at work, say so. Maybe she has a very good reason for asking for that meeting. Maybe she doesn't. It's not your job to navigate that though. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So down. More verdicts. More. NTA. Is this a new one? That's a new one, yeah. NTA. This is ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with coworkers being friends or even dating. She asked for this, and that's what she's getting. Your employer is also the apple for trying to coerce employees to not be friends with each other. That's also a great way to increase turnover. What is turnover? I don't know. What I assume is that I've heard of like revolving door jobs where as many people as get hired, people are also quitting at like that same rate. So the job ends up having to hire people in like constant, like always constantly, because people are always quitting. I think that's what it is. I mean, that's what I heard at least. I don't know. Okay. So we got 3, 4 NTAs. Oh, this one's a good point. Your employer doesn't want coworkers to ask each other about their days? That doesn't sound like an anti-harassment training. That sounds like a how to make sure your employees don't know each other well enough to even consider unionizing training. Anyways, rate the no employee. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel excluded. I just want to be respectful of your boundaries about fraternizing outside of work. NTA. Perfect. And so, fellas, that's the verdict. That's the verdict. That's the verdict. On to the next one. Am I the apple for telling the guy behind us? I think Whisper chimed this up. Possibly. Am I the apple for telling the guy behind us not to lean on my wife's reclining plane seat? So immediately, no, ma'am. You can defend your wife. You have to. So just off cover, I'm judging a post by the cover here, but I feel like you're completely justified. But let's go into it. Too long didn't read. The person behind kept waking my wife up on a long haul flight by leaning on her reclined chair. How are you leaning on her? Like leaning forward on it? Like, you know, putting your elbows on the head of the seat and just leaning forward? What? How do you do that? I can't envision this right now. I guess the wife is leaning way back, right? And the person behind her is leaning forward with both arms and elbows up on her chair and is just like chilling on there. I can't envision this. It all looks so weird. Reclined wife, life good. Agent, you could have said reclined wife, happy life. Agent. Okay. Oh, that VTuber design is so cute. Look at it. It's so pink. That's so adorable. Anyways. On a recent flight from the UK to the US, my wife, female in her 30s, and I, male in my 30s, were flying British Airways economy, which is a 7.5-hour flight, which is fairly generous for its legroom for long hauls. And I'm 6'3", so I appreciate this. From the start of the flight, the person, probably male in his 30s, sitting behind my wife had his arms over the top of her chair, almost touching her head. Ah, I see. Putting his weight on the chair so it kept bouncing and tapping his screen. I think he was playing an in-flight game. My wife was upset, but shrugged it off. I told her I would speak to him, but she told me not to bother. I asked if she wanted to swap, but she said it was okay. Instant, not the apple. Instant. But anyways, continuing. Maybe an hour in, my wife wanted to sleep, as it had been a hectic trip and she was tired. So she tried to recline her chair to get comfy. The guy started pushing her chair back up to prevent it from reclining. Yo, that's so rude. Yo, what the heck? Wait. The guy started pushing her chair back up to prevent it from reclining. I told her to try again and use a lot of my own strength to physically force it into the reclined position. Got there after a few goes. The person behind started to tap and bounce more on the back of her chair. Not much sleep was had. The food came round and my wife put her seat up to allow the person behind to enjoy their meal comfortably. After the meal trash was thrown away, she wanted to sleep again, and the battle to put the chair began once more until she was reclined. I'm sorry, this is kind of funny. She managed to get sleep and had napped for maybe 20 minutes when he really started moving the back of her hair, and she woke up with a fright. At this point, I turned around and tried to calmly say, "Hey, can you please stop? Stop leaning on my wife's seat as she's trying to sleep, and you have woken her up." He replied saying she shouldn't be reclining her chair because it's rude. I responded saying that there's room for everyone to recline their chairs and that he can recline, then the person behind can too, and so on. he said he wouldn't want to be rude to the person behind him. I said that my wife can recline if she wants to, and asked him again to please stop leaning, and I left it at that. It was fine for 15 minutes, and then she was woken up again with him leaning on the top of her seat with his phone this time. I turned around and less politely told him that I had already asked him to stop and that he had woken my wife again. Okay. See, this typo here, from I to he, putting in the third person makes this feel a little fake, but it's not that, like, of a big story. It's not some dramatic, huge story, so where someone would have to fake something like this, but it's kind of weird in my opinion. It was fun for 15 minutes, and then she was woken up again with him leaning on the top of her seat with his phone this time. I turned around, and less politely, told him that I had already asked him to stop, and that he'd woken my wife again. I told him I would get a flight attendant if needed, and he told me to go ahead, get someone. I left it at that. I had to go to the bathroom, and when I returned he had swapped seats with his partner and was now leaning on the back of a new person's seat who was watching a movie and not reclining. Am I the butt, or was I justified? I'm gonna hydrate real quick, because I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my throat's feeling a little bit dry. Ah, thank you, Lord. Okay. So, I've been on a flight maybe twice, so I'm not actually that sure about airplane culture, however it would go. Although I'm sure the way flights go in different countries, different, national flights would all be a little bit different, I suppose. But from what I've seen, to my knowledge, your seat in the flight is able to recline because you're allowed to recline it, right? I assume that the reclining can't be that far back because I know there would be a seat like directly behind you. So I don't feel like the guy could have been that bothered by it. Or I feel like he wouldn't have been that bothered by it if not for the fact that he was trying to watch a movie. In which case I can see why he'd be like disturbed by it. But at the same time, when he went to his phone, when he played with the wife's hair, him leaning all over her chair, to me that sounds kind of rude and like inexcusable. Like there was no reason for that. If reclining your chair is rude, that has to be at least twice as rude. You can't do that to people. You shouldn't. And that's my 2 cents on that matter. No cap. No cap. Okay. Down to what the audience has to say about it. NTA. As soon as he said to go ahead and get someone, I would've. He was invading her space while accusing her of invading his. I found this particularly ridiculous. Me too, I'm saying. Airplane seats are made to recline. As long as you're not forcing the back of the seat into someone's legs and knees, then you're well within your rights to recline. Not the butt. You handled that well, but I would have had the flight attendant involved much sooner. He was an obvious Jack Apple and needed to be regulated. When I read things like this, I marvel at just how rude and obnoxious some so-called adults can be. Holy. Yeah, involving the flight attendant or involving authority much sooner would have been better. IMO, like in my humble onion. In my onion. That's most humble. In my most humble onion. Okay. Oopsie. Alright. So, let's see. Next up. Reading this kind of makes me want to read like a novel. This is a Reddit stream, but I just want to read a novel right now. But where do you even read novels online? I used to want to read books, like have book reading streams, and I guess it would go somewhat like this, like the format would be essentially the same. But I don't know where to find novels. I've read fan fiction on stream before, but it got so embarrassing that I had to stop. So, no more fan fiction. Okay. Next up, am I the butt for... Oh, you guys can't see it that well. Am I the butt for bringing up my sister's weight to make a point? Let's see. I have two sisters, Ava, who's 28, and Bree, who's 26. Recently, our grandfather passed away. Bree and I were able to travel to see him and offer support to our grandma before he died. But Ava was not, since her husband is currently looking for work and they're short on money. After he died, they decided to have the funeral within the week. I called Ava and told her that if she wanted to come to the funeral, I would pay for the gas. She thanked me and said she would. The next day, my grandma asked if Ava was coming for the funeral. I said yes. She asked if Ava's husband and kids were coming, and I said I wasn't sure. Bree spoke up and said they'd have to since Ava's incapable, and I cut her off and said, oh yes, they're coming. Bree tried to say another comment, but I again cut her off and assured my grandma that they would all be there. She left the room excited to see her great-grandkids. Bree asked why I interrupted her, when all she was going to say was that Ava never bothered to learn to drive, so of course her husband would be coming. Well, that's kind of rude. Why would you say that? Why say it like that? What the heck? I replied that I knew Ava was embarrassed about not being able to drive, and I didn't think we should make rude comments, right? Rude, about her when she's not here to defend herself. Integrity, well, I love that. Anyways, Bree said that was stupid, and that if she didn't want people talking about her, she should just learn to do it. It's her own fault she doesn't know how. Wow. Now, this is not exactly true. She did try to learn, but every time Ava sat behind the wheel, she would have a panic attack. Sheesh. Could she have pushed through it? Yeah, maybe, but the fact is, it's not that she never bothered, it's that she found it too hard to push past her panic attacks. I tried to explain this to Bree, but she said that she refuses to go with the "that's just how they are" line of thinking. If she didn't know how, she shouldn't be surprised when people talk about her. Exasperated, I asked her, Would you like it if we all talked about how you're overweight when you're not around? Someone could make the argument that if you don't want to sing that, you should just lose weight. Bree immediately got angry and said that's completely different. I asked her how. She stormed out. Wow. When we were teenagers, my mom got surprisingly pregnant. She ended up losing the baby at 6 months and internally hemorrhage. She almost died and then fell into a depression for almost a year because her baby died. My parents fought a lot during this time and nearly got divorced. It was a very difficult time for us, and we all coped in our own ways. Bree's way was to eat. I don't blame her for being overweight. Could she stop eating unhealthily now and work out? Yeah, probably, but just like Ava, there were extenuating circumstances that made her the way she is. I wasn't trying to make fun of her weight at all. It was just the only example I could think of that had a similar dilemma where things occurred beyond their control. Bree is now angry at me for bringing up her weight. Am I the bad apple? So the years went by, I stayed the same, but she began to drift away. I don't think the person's that wrong for her. For one, OP said it to Bree's face, and as an example, not as something that they actually critique her about, but as an example as to why she shouldn't critique people behind their backs, which she shouldn't. So I feel like it's a little bit hypocritical of her, of Bree, to be getting upset at that when she was making fun of Ava behind her back, like when she's not even here to offer any sort of defense or any sort of explanation. Moreover, if you criticize someone when they're not even here, you're not helping. You don't care to help them. That's not helpful at all. If you want to help someone, your criticisms can be to their face. You can tell them up front, hey, guess what? This that you're doing, or this that you're tolerating, or this that you're causing, it sucks and you should change because like it sucks. Like boo, you know, like boo, you know, boo them to their face because they can do something about that. But in a situation like this, if you try on purpose to get people to speak badly about someone behind their back together with you, what does that do if not to just spread hate? There's literally zero reason for that. There's no good reason for that. So I think that telling Bree this example to her face, it hurt her clearly, but that's kind of the point. You can't just say hurtful things about people behind their backs, because that's not fair. So no, I feel like this was needed. Yeah. Agent Ghost 47 says, I don't know if the guy's right, but she is a beep. Bree, that is, right? And Bree really is a piece of work. How can you dish out medicine but not want to taste it? You know what you're giving out is poison, then. You know it's poison. You know that. So, I've said my 2 cents. Let's see what the audience has to say. Okay. Going to be hated for this, but not the but. How are you gonna be hated for that? You're right. Justin is funny. You're literally right. Not the bad apple. You weren't being cruel, and weight is a fair example of something that someone struggles to control and can't always help. Just like anxiety. That's right. That's true. Bree should walk outside her glass house before she throws rocks. The grass. Holy, I'm extra sheepy today. That's true though. Like if you're going to speak about something concerning someone else, I'm of the opinion that you should be completely prepared if they also reflect that same type of thing back on you. You should be prepared for it, and you should take it in stride, especially if it's a correction like this, a correction coming from a good place, like trying to make you into a better person, like this was. I think it's best to take it in stride. Not all corrections are to hurt you. This felt hurtful, but if Bree were to reflect on it, then she would see that this is a lesson that she actually needed and has to apply to her actual life, like her real life. You can't criticize people. You can't slander people. There's a different word for this. I can't think of it right now. You can't badmouth people behind their back and expect others to have nothing to say to you. That's not how life works. Life doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, it doesn't. That isn't to say that the same person you're bad-mouthing will also bad-mouth you. They might not be the type to like to slander in general. But I'm saying if someone does do it to you, you shouldn't feel, I mean, you're entitled to feel how you want, really, but it would be very ironic if you were to feel like that is unfair, like that's needlessly cruel, right? It would be very ironic. And this, for that matter, is extremely, extremely ironic. More comments. NTA, you gave her a hard lesson. So true. You gave her a hard lesson on empathy. And from my experience, it's an efficient one. My mom spent all her time bad-mouthing my friends. When I was in my 40s, they were fat or vulgar or walked with their breasts first. My well-endowed best friend. Their taste in clothes was awful. If I protested, she said, "It's the truth." One day I snapped and told her, "Do you want me to tell my friends you're old, bitter, and wrinkled? It's the truth." Holy, what the heck? She never said a mean word about them again. I know her well. And diplomacy and a speech about empathy would not have worked. Aren't those the lessons you remember best? Tisk tisk tisk. It shouldn't get to that point though, but if it gets to that point, hopefully the person learns from it. Because some people want to give you a lesson to make you like stop a behavior to make you better, but others will retaliate against you as revenge. They're in it to destroy you. It's better to receive a lesson before the destroyer comes. In my opinion. D. So then, I think that's it for that one. That was pretty good in my opinion. Not the condoms and stuff, but like the lesson that I gathered from that, this lesson about not slandering people, I think it's a good one. I have certain friends that would never ever slander anyone, and I hold them so highly because of it. It's a level of integrity that I admire so much. I also don't like to slander people. I feel like if you can comfortably say something behind someone's back, you should be comfortable. You should be very comfortable. If someone says something to the same effect, if someone says something to the same effect behind you as well. That's just science, baby. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think possibly this might be the last one for Reddit because I have a very strong urge to sing. I am sorry. I know it's a Reddit stream, but I want to sing. I'm sorry, guys. Let's be pioneers. Yeah. Wait. Is Spotify going on the VOD? Oh crap, it is. Dang! It's gonna be muted. Some of it's gonna be muted. Oh wait, I turned the wrong one off. I didn't want it to be whatever. Okay. It looks like this might be a racial issue, which I don't feel like getting into on the stream, so this isn't the next one, actually. Okay, so this one. Am I the butt for using the handicap stall to change my baby? Okay. Let's see. It says I, 21, female, have a 4-month-old baby. And I took him to the store yesterday. He is a very calm baby. Never really cries much, so I don't feel too bad about going on shopping trips with him. I think that's called a trick baby. He ended up needing to be changed while we were there, so I took him into the closest bathroom. I opened up the changing table and it was genuinely disgusting. I'm pretty sure there was baby poop on it. I couldn't even tell what else was on it. I have a diaper bag that turns into a portable changing table in the back section, and it's pretty easy and quick to set up. So I went into the accessible stall and changed him as quickly as I could. As they were leaving the restroom, An older woman approaches us and very rudely tells me not to use the accessible restroom to change a baby ever, and that because I used it, she had to use a regular stall, and those make her legs hurt. I said I was sorry, and then she called me a bad apple and told me I'd better learn common sense. My husband agrees with me, but I told a friend about this, and she told me I was a jerk. I just don't know. Edit 1 replaced. Is this not a word to say then? Okay, replace it with accessible. Okay. So is she the butt for changing her baby in the accessible stall? I mean, when you have a baby with you, it's not quite the regular situation either. It's not like implying that she wouldn't use that stall regularly. It's probably I think it might be safe to assume she's able-bodied, but she has a child with her and she's tending to the child's needs, which isn't the same situation as just like using the restroom, you know, by itself and whatnot. I feel like she's okay. I feel like she's chilling. I feel like she's cool. I feel like she's okay. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I feel like she's okay. I feel like she's not the bad apple. Not the apple. Okay, let me do some voice acting practice. Not the bad apple. She chose to use a regular stall instead of waiting, and chose to berate you in public. Even if someone needs a accessible stall, so do others, and would she have berated someone that didn't look disabled enough? Oh wow. Okay, I think that's it then. Beautiful. So it seems like the consensus for this one is that she's not the butt, not the bad apple, and I feel like that's completely correct. She's not. Am I being too like? Is my opinion too strong right now? Let's move into karaoke segment. I'm gonna set it up, guys. 1 second. Why isn't it working? Hi guys, that was not a dox. That was not my name. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. That is not me though. What the heck? Okay. So let's test the audio real quick. I'm gonna see if it works. Is that audible? It's not. It's audible here. Okay. I guess I'll just go right into it then. It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Thinking on the skies, feeling super childish, and Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother, like where you at tonight? Got no alibi, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time in your golden hour. Oh, we were just two lovers, feet up on the dash, driving nowhere fast, burning through the summer. Radio on blast, make the moment last. She got solar power, minutes feel like hours. She knew she was the baddest. Can you even imagine falling like I did for the love of my life? She's got glow on her face, a glorious look in her eyes. My angel of light, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. Don't need no light to see you shine. It's your in your golden hour. Oh, is that the whole song? What the heck? Slow down time in your golden hour. Oh. Amazing. 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 You slow down time in your golden hour. Okay, what the heck? I gotta practice my higher notes, you know? I want to sing high notes really well. I'm getting older, I think I'm aging well. I wish someone had told me I'd be doing this by myself. There's reasons that I'm thankful, there's a lot I'm grateful for. But it's different when a stranger's always waiting at you. always waiting at your door. Which is ironic, cause a stranger seemed to want me more than anyone before. Too bad they're usually deranged. Last week I realized I crave pity. When I retell a story, I make everything sound worse. Can't shake the feeling that I'm just bad at healing. And maybe that's the reason every sentence sounds rehearsed. Which is ironic, because when I wasn't honest, I was still being ignored, lying for attention just to get neglection. Now we're estranged. Things I once enjoyed just keep me employed now. Oh, things I'm longing for. Someday I'll be bored of. It's so weird that we care so much until we don't. I'm getting older, I got more on my shoulders, but I'm getting better at admitting when I'm wrong. I'm happier than ever, at least that's my endeavor, to keep myself together and prioritize my pleasure. Cause to be honest, I just wish that what I promise would depend on what I'm given, not on his permission. Was it my decision to be abused? Things I once enjoyed just keep me employed now. Now, things I'm longing for. Someday I'll be bored of. It's so weird that we care so much until we don't. But next week, I hope I'm somewhere laughing. For anybody asking, I promise I'll be fine. I've had some trauma, did things I didn't wanna, was too afraid to tell ya, but now I think it's time. Yay! 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 Next up, let's listen to You See by Lauren Daigle. You guys know that song?
What if you could do...
Yeah, don't listen to that. That's an ad, by the way. Don't listen to that one. Very nice. Oh, thank you, Ghost. Thank you. How kind. Excuse me. Talk about a yawn. You want to listen to that one? What one? You say? Or something else? I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Oh, I believe. Yes, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe. I love that song. Yes, I love that song so much.
Neutrogena Ultra Shear, known for its broad spectrum protection with
It's an
Tri-Tex technology for a
advertisement.
non-greasy feel.
Edward, hello. That only works with the song link, actually. And not like you have to put in a link to like YouTube, not the title. Yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way. Anomaho. Is that correct? I'm sorry. Let me say it better. Anomaho. Welcome to the Sunflock. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Next up, I think I'm gonna sing Set Fire to the Rain by Miss Adele. Adele, do me right this time. Set my chair back. I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over, but then you kissed my lips, and you saved me My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you'd say, they were never true. And the games you played, you would always win. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name. When laying with you, I could stay there, close my eyes, feel you here forever. You and me together, nothing's better. There's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you'd say, they were never true. And the games you'd play, you would always win. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name. I set fire to the rain, and I threw us into the flames. When we fell, something died, 'cause I knew that was the last time. Sometimes I wake up by the door. I don't know this part. The heart you caught was waiting for you. Woo! Even now, ready over. I can't help myself from looking for you. I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name. I set fire to the rain, and I threw us into the flames. When we fell, something died, 'cause I knew that was the last time. Yeah. Oh no. Oh gosh, that was so off key. Let it burn. Oh. Let it burn. Let it burn. Yeah, I nailed that one. I'm just kidding. The bridge was so hard. Holy. On to the next one.
On the first day,
Oh,
I did
crap.
$12,000, and that was like, wow.
Yeah, this is an advertisement. Let's just ignore that guy. Everybody say boo to that guy. Boo to that guy. I'm looking for Amy Winehouse, Valerie. I hope they have karaoke for that. Amy Winehouse. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Okay, I think they haven't. Yippee, Ghost, you like Amy Winehouse too? Amy Winehouse? Amy Winehouse? I'm trying to sing more with soul these days, so I heard she's super good at soul. She's considered to be one of the greatest at soul. So I hope I get this right. Here you go, guys. Here's some soul. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, welcome, welcome, Valerie. Valerie, how are you guys? How was hard here? Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up to sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a 10. I hope you found the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Did you have to pay that fine? You were dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things of what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, 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 Valerie. Oh, Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? The fun short stream. I wish I would have known. I would have lurked. I could have lurked. I'm glad you had fun, though. Thank you so much for entrusting your flock to me and mine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Save the fans. What is Holocure like? What should we sing next? Maybe I should sing something I've never sang before. I'm feeling something by Rihanna. But Rihanna, she usually has profanity in her songs. I don't sing profanity. I want it to be super active, though. Maybe Beyonce? Oh, Beyonce be hitting such strange notes. Gosh, I'm not gonna hit those impossible Beyonce notes. Unless I do. Unless I do. Unless I do.
As I'm in the midst of applying for residency right now.
Yo, what the heck is that? No, that's an advertisement. No free promo. I told you about that. For all the times that you'd rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name. You make it broke. I can't hit. Justin sings at a pretty low tone, like low pitches these days, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe A Night Changes by One Direction. We're only getting older, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot how the song goes, but I might get it along the way. Going out tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Everything she's never had, she's showing off. Driving too fast, moon is breaking through her hair. She's heading for something that she won't forget. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. I got it. We're only getting just how fast a night changes everything that you ever dreamed of, disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. It'll never change me and you. Yeah. Chasing her tonight, doubts are running around her head. He is waiting, hides behind a cigarette. Heart is beating loud, and she doesn't want it to stop. Falling, doesn't even know it yet. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes everything that you ever dreamed of, disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. It'll never change me and you. Oh. Going out tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Reminds her of the missing piece of innocence she lost. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes everything that you ever dreamed of, disappearing when you wake up. There's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. It'll never change, baby. It'll never change, baby. It'll never change me and you. One thing about One Direction, they're gonna have some deep voices that I've never known them to have before. What do you mean I can't hit those low notes? So what is going on? A love song. This one should be high though. It might be too high for me. It's like you got superpowers. Turn my minutes into hours. You got more than 20/20, babe. Miracles the way you see through me. You know me better than I do. Can't seem to keep nothing from you. We're not getting this one. Oh my gosh, I wanna love me. the way that you love me. Oh gosh, I could do it if it was lower. You sopranos. But okay, POV lower key. Gosh. Anama. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. Here I go. Glug, glug. I'd love to see me from your point of view. From your point of view. Okay, Miss Love Song, singing a song that I can't even reach. Now, why would you do that in the first place, first of all? Like, I'm sorry guys, it's an ad right now. It's an ad. Okay. I love that instrumental though, it's so celestial. I feel like it fits the sun shape. This isn't the original karaoke, like, soundtrack, but it'd be like that. It's lower though, I think. It's like you got soup. It's like you got soup. Turn my wait. You got more than 20/20, babe. That's the way you see it through me. Wait, I don't understand this one. You know me better than I do. Bro, what's with these keys? Wait. Sorry, that one's not working, guys. That one is stronger than me. It's like you got super. Turn my minutes into. You got more than 20/20, babe. Made it blast the way you. Guys, I give up. What the heck is this song? That's so not fair. That's not fair. I should have known because Grande sings at such a you know, she's everywhere she goes. She's like everywhere. She never goes like oh. She's just like everywhere. When she sings, she can whistle, guys. She does whistle notes. She bro, that's not me. That's not me, and I'm so sorry. But I cannot at all. I can't. It's so sorry. It's so sad. I'm sorry. Okay. Whoa! Let's sing something by what's that one artist? Olivia Rodrigo. Karaoke. She sings pretty high too, though, to my recollection, but it shouldn't be so like. It shouldn't be so impossible. Like Ariana Grande is just like super impossible. Hers should be okay. I hope the audio is alright as well, by the way. I don't know if it is, but I hope it is. Oh, frame. I found a guy. But it's lying to my face. Does it think that I'm the kind of girl who needs to be saved? Too many tabs open, it's lagging. This one more is from my past. We fell in love, but it didn't last. 'Cause the second I figure it out, he pushes me away. And I won't fight for love if you won't meet me halfway. And I see that I'm through, but this song's still for you. All I want is love that lasts. Is all I want, too much to ask. say? All I have is myself at the end of the day. But shouldn't that be enough for me? I miss the days when I was young and naive. I thought the perfect guy would come and find me. Well, happily ever after, it don't come so easily. All I want is love that lasts. Is all I want, too much to ask. Is there something wrong with me? All I want is a good guy. Are my expectations far too high? Try my best, but what can I say? All I have is myself at the end of the day. And all I want is for that to be okay. Since when did she have such a high voice as well? I'm a true alto. I walked across an empty and I am down. Let's do You Raise Me Up. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna open 2 tabs of it. Although I feel like
KFC's $5
let me
Mac
open
Bowls are
Task
back,
Manager
and you can
right
get it
now,
spicy.
actually, by the way.
Let's go!
Because
That finger looking good.
oh gosh, not the free promo. No.
Hang on.
No, not another one.
You ready for an adventure?
Let's just jump.
Not even skippable. Oh, it's skippable. Okay. I gotta open up Task Manager to see what the heck is going on, guys. It's the very own audio track. How sad. Oh. This might be too high after all. Let's see. When I am down. Oh. Oops. When I am down. I know. This is way too low. Hi. When I am down, and oh, my soul's so weary. Troubles come, and my heart silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up. Wait, bro, what's with these keys? It's so hard. When I am on your shoulder, you raise me up to more than I can be. I think that's the correct key to sing it in. And oh, my soul so weary. I like that. When troubles come, so I can stand on mountains. Oops. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. got it. I got it now. When I am down, it's in that key. Yeah. When I am down, and oh, my soul so weary. When troubles come, and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Wait. You raise me up, oh my gosh, to walk on stormy seas. Tee, I guess. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. I feel a little bit embarrassed, guys. I don't know the notes. Sorry. Ooh, so I can stand on mountains. You raise me. Shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. Wow. 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 I love that song. Wow. One more. One more. Guys, to end off, let's sing Now I Know by Sarah King. I love that song. I sang it recently at an open mic. I really do love that song. I love it so much. Did I just crash? No way I just crashed. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. There's no way. Bro, okay, what is eating all of my resources right now? There's something eating my resources. It's VTube Studio and OBS. They're eating. I can't close either of those. I need them both. One day I'll join Computer Arc. One day. One day I'll join Computer Arc, guys. One day. Okay, I got it. Let's close Opera, but then reopen it, but like like better, you know? Test run. Bro, look how smooth stream is suddenly. Oh wait, it's still crashing. Oh yo, what the heck is going on then? We're closing Discord. We're closing it all. Let's close Spotify too. Where's Spotify? Spotify's gotta go. Spotify thinks it's better than me, to be honest. Making me sleepy and comfy, how dare you? Yay, Agent Ghost! I'm so happy that you're sleepy and comfy. Yay. We're closing Spotify. It's gone, guys. Spotify's gone. Do I do it? Do I close YouTube Studio? Oh gosh, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. What the heck is that? What is that? And now stream is running smoothly. You see the sacrifices we make. It's still not smooth. Okay. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to fight through this, fellas. Let me add my PNG though. Where's my PNG? You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up. Right, I can't have any sources. What the heck is that? I don't like that. That's so... me up to more than I can be. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come. Guys, we're gonna do it anyways. Like it's the finish line. We just have to make it past. We just have to make it past. So let's go for that one last song and then we'll write it out, okay? This is Now I Know by Sarah King. I'll have good Wi-Fi one day. Holy. I thought it would be like poetry, that feeling of when I speak. They said it would be so easy, like how a bird takes to the trees. They've written the songs and films and books of how it would take just one time. We look to dance and fall your way into love, and that's how you'll know he's the one. It feels like way back when. I wish I had known it then. There's no such thing as a soulmate, 'cause love is what we make of it. I think I've gotten a taste of it. I wish I had known all of this before. I wish I had known, but at least now I know. I thought summer vacation would never end. That feeling of sinking your toes in the sand. They said to enjoy it while you can, but those words never seemed to land. They said it feels like way back when. I wish I had known it then. That time is the quickest stuff. She won't ever be caught by nobody. She'll run all the way to eternity. I wish I had known all of this before. I wish I had known, but at least now I know. Hi Moon, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it for the last song. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. The void does come soon, Ghost. You're so right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This was a good stream. Thank you guys for coming. It feels like way back when. I wish I had known it then. That soon we'll be gone with the final breath, and there won't be time to hold on to regrets. But I know there's something on the other end. I wish I had known all of this before. I wish I had known, but at least now I know. I wish I had known, but at least now I know. I like that song. I like that song a lot. A lot. I like it a lot. Okay. You wish you got here earlier? Oh! Moon, I stream every Thursday and every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. EST. So next time I stream, you can be able to catch it. Anyways. Thank you everybody for coming. I love streaming with you guys. It's super fun for me. I'm sorry for the lag. It's probably still lagging pretty bad right now, but hopefully my voice is coming across clearly. No way. No way. No way. I'm gonna raid out quickly. I'll give proper thank you even oh wait. Okay. I see what the issue was. The song that I just sang is called Now I Know by Sarah Kang. Let me link it. Lately, I've been praying I can do this on my own. Try not to cry. I won't say goodbye just yet. So hold on to my hands, or I'll be fine for tonight with you by my side. Oh my. Don't you know you're my lifeline? I don't see who to raid. Ooh. Save me. Let's raid JP, everyone. We're gonna raid JP.